Whether you believe it or not, all of our years at Disney, we have never stayed at Disney's All-Star Movie Resort. That changes today. Hello, my name is Marcus. Welcome to my channel. This is our most recent Walt Disney World extravaganza. Welcome. We got some Halloween festivities to go. But first, we're gonna do a tour of the All-Star Movies Resort. Let's take a look at the front desk here, the main hall. This is where you get checked in. Smells good in here. Smells like cookies. I really like the Hollywood red carpet aspect. Second thing you're gonna notice here is just the cleanliness. Look at how shiny the floor is. The walls are very shiny as well. Even though it's a value resort, it still has that Disney feel with all the characters and the cleanliness to it. Can't beat that for sure. Disney's quality standard still seems to be very apparent here. I like the silhouettes of the Mickey and the Minnie. That's pretty cool. You're definitely going to see updates of the Mickey Mouse characters here. The silhouettes represent the more recent Mickey Mouse cartoons rather than the 80s, 90s style Mickey artwork. Of course, we are knee-deep in Halloween for Disney right now. Oh, that's pretty cool.
So good.
What's so good?
Please.
Some Rice Krispie treats. Tasty. That is a cool little ensemble logo for the All-Star Resorts. It's a nice hat. There's some pretty cool Sorcerer Mickey's ornaments going on here. I like this shirt. Well, at least if you come to Disney World, LEO gets some love. Jeez, that was such a good movie. Too bad it didn't do so well in the box office, though. Nice. At the checkout desk here, it's almost like you're getting your movie tickets. That's pretty cool. These ornaments are speaking to me. Yeah, Space Mountain here, Dumbo, and Big Thunder. That's pretty cool. Look at that Mickey.
No, stop.
Hello. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It took everything in me not to purchase one of these balloon pillows. Super cool.
We'll get our message.
Sounds good. Happy Halloween. Now, just like with any Disney resort, a staple is always the arcade. So let's go ahead and knock it out. Y'all know I'm a major gamer, so arcade tour, let's do it. What's funny about this one specifically is it was like 80% racing games, 20% everything else. As you can see, the majority of these arcade cabinets are sit-down racers. Now, we did have a few pinball machines on the corner. You saw some air hockey. Also had the staple of basketball as well. A picture maker. Always got to have that for your arcade cabinet. The thing that always puts a smile on my face with the arcade rooms are just the bright lights, the blinking of the lights. It's just appealing, just really eye-catching. Just puts a smile on your face. It really does. And it just reminds me of a simpler time, definitely like the 90s. It's one of the era that I grew up in personally. So it's cool, man. As you can see, you got the basketball staple. Saw that Nerf video game. That looked really fun to play. Some Star Wars pinball. It's pretty cool as well. And somebody left the basketballs out, so decided to partake in it. Kobe. Ugh. Yeah. One more. Ugh. Get in there. There you go. How about another? There it is. Look at the wet, boy. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, man, it was really cool in here, man. They had a golf machine. Go to see the air hockey, Temple Run. We got a Guitar Hero, Cruising USA. I loved cruising when I was a kid. Guitar Hero as well. And Super Monkey Ball and the staple Mario Brothers and Donkey Kong. Holy crap. They outdid themselves here at Disney. Ended off with the Pac-Man air hockey table there. And we saw this cast member here drawing the little pictures of guests. I'm already filming. There you go. Look at Chip and Dale here. Go Birds. I'm hungry. Let's go get some food, man. We're here at the world premiere food court where they serve a wide variety of American cuisine, from pastas to pizzas to burgers, hot dogs, Alfredo, salads, cupcakes, candies, I will say that about the value resorts. When you go to some of the deluxe resorts, they don't have a quick service option. But obviously, when you go to Pop Century or Animation Resort or any of the All Star resorts, there's plenty of options if you just want something quick, maybe not necessarily cheap. For three people, I mean, you're definitely still spending about 50 or $60. But if you just want a burger or some chicken tenders, some fries or pizza, the options are definitely here. I love this picture of Minnie Mouse on her little moped here. So I got the Showstopper burger, but I should give you a little closer parallel on that in a second. But just give you a little look at all the pastries and stuff that you can get to. It's good. Cereals, candies, fruit, Rice Krispie treats. The refillable mugs here. Pepperoni pizza with Cheetos and the cheese pizza with Cheetos. That is a staple Disney meal for sure, and a very filling Disney lunch. We have the Showstopper burger here, toasted brochet bun, onion straws. Got the burger patty here. Got some jalapenos on there, the cheese. Looks good, man. We got some ketchup and some mayonnaise to go on top of it here. I'm excited. I'm starving. Look at that. Well cooked. It's tasty, man. Juicy and honestly cooked to perfection. So while we're on the topic of food, let's also talk about some breakfast as well. This is an egg and cheese bagel. As you can see, the egg was flipped over and rotated and spun and cooked to perfection. Very, very tasty with the tater tots there. And also, how can you not eat a Disney breakfast without a few Mickey waffles and some of that bacon there? Got syrup. Very good, man. We also utilized some honey and some butter. It was good, dude. The Mickey waffles had like a cinnamon sugar infusion in there. We got some fruit to go along with it as well for health. Very nice. So, we're in building 9, Toy Story. Buckle those soldiers. Nice. And typical Florida, about to be a rainstorm here. Buzz Lightyear to infinity and beyond. And that guy's acting like Andy's nearby. It's pretty funny. Ultimately, I just wanted to show y'all our walk from the car to our room. Room tour. Got a cool little ensemble of a movie theater logo going on here. Pretty cool. TV, family. We're currently getting ready for the Halloween party. Welcome to the Jackson family. Room was definitely bright. Got some refrigerator action going on there. Coffee maker, ice folder, refrigerator. The typical safe is inside of these little drawers here. Not much. Got the regular bed. Got the pull-open bed here. Mickey, Minnie, and Donald. That's some cool lights. Not really much for view outside. We do get a look at Sheriff Woody here outside of our window. That's pretty cool. Show you the bathroom here. Nothing too crazy. We got that hanging attached mirror there. Got the main mirror. Make sure you look decent before you go to the parks. Sink and all the water and the amenities look good. Felt good. The shower here comes out good as well. You got your typical soap, shampoo, and conditioner. Very comfortable shower. We were here for a week. I ended up taking like 10 different showers for sure. Well, guys, here, let's talk a little bit more about food. We got an apple cinnamon buttercream icing cupcake here. It's definitely a fall autumn themed. As you can see, it has the little chocolate tooth breaking chip clusters on the side there with the buttercreamed icing in the middle. It was very tasty. I ate around the tooth breakers there and just ate the middle part. Very good, even though it's 700 calories. Haha, so much for that diet. Then Faith got a Toy Story I Have Been Chosen cupcake. Has yellow cake in the middle and then a green buttercream icing on the outside. Very, very sweet, but she seemed to enjoy it. She ate at least half of it, but these cupcakes are always a tough thing to eat by yourself. They're so big, especially when they're around 700-800 calories as well. All right, now let's say we head outside and let's show you the actual exterior of the resort. This huge star here is the first thing you see when you pull up to the All-Star Movie Resort. Kind of makes sense since it's technically called Disney's All-Star Movie Resort. They also have the lettering to the resort near the bus pulling station where the buses that you get in if you're arriving to the resort or if you're about to go to one of the four parks or Disney Springs or one of the water parks. So I wanted to give an angle from both sides there. This is super cool. Definitely appeasing to the eyes for sure and inviting to the kiddos too. I feel like the value resorts are always a great choice if you have young kids in your party. Then we have our TV screen here that shows you the times of when the next bus is coming for the respective park or the water park or Disney Springs. Very helpful. Now, the All-Star Movie Resort is kind of separated into four main quadrants. We stayed in the Toy Story section of the resort. So it is based off of, I would say not necessarily Toy Story 3 and 4. I think it's based off of the first two Toy Stories. So you're not going to see any of the later characters, just some of the core characters from the first couple of movies. And you can see it's a big bucket of toys there. That's your staircase. You have your RC racing car. It was a cool walk up. And then you see the Army Men and the Sheriff Rudy medallions on top of the actual room buildings there. And this big door here is supposed to be a representation of Andy's room. It's a cool little note on there that says Andy's room and keep out to his sister Molly. Gotta love those little nods there. We see Buzz Lightyear, and there's also some blocks that are absolutely humongous. Buzz Lightyear is actually the size of the buildings themselves, so that's super cool to see. A little ensemble on the side of him to infinity and beyond kind of gives the interpretation that Andy maybe drew that. Then we have a checkers board with some Mickey faces on there as well. That's pretty cool. And we see some other checker pieces kind of stuck in the mud there. We have Rex kind of hiding off in the shrubbery and the trees there. You gotta appreciate that. Then we have Bo Peep on the side there as well with a Woody kind of behind her. So definitely gotta appreciate the nod to Toy Story for sure. We have Sheriff Woody here with the Andy on the bottom of the foot to symbolize that this Sheriff Woody specifically belongs to Andy. We also have more blocks here that actually spells out Woody. I found that pretty cool as well. We also have like a little library, a children's library here, kind of just showcasing the other side of Andy's room. We have some knickknacks on here. I thought what's really grabbed my attention, the back of Woody as well. You can see his drawstring has been modeled onto this statue as well. Then just another window carving of Andy's room that I saw a few kids climbing when we were partaking in our tour throughout the resort. So ultimately, one of my favorite sections, I'm glad that this was the particular section that we had to sleep here. So it's very, very cool, man. Oh, there's a crane. There's a crane. That is a very large bird. What is he looking for? Ugh. And it's starting to rain. The RC racing car. That's pretty cool. Get you some Connect 4 action in there too. We also have a playground area for the kiddies in the Toy Story section as well. Gotta love that. It's got slides and swings and the little jungle gym for you. Faith tried to play on it a little bit, but she's just a little bit too big, so definitely for your toddlers for sure. Now let's head over to the 101 Dalmatians section of the resort. As you saw, there was a huge fire hydrant as a staircase to walk up to get into one of the resort rooms. That's super cool. I like this little walking path. You see the dog bones on the ground. And what's cool is these dog bones also have the names of all of the 101 Dalmatians. I'm not sure if there's a 101 bones on the walk path here, but we definitely encountered quite a few of them for sure. Then we have Pongo, the dad to all 101 Dalmatians here. That's super cool. We see a TV off in the distance there with a couple of the pups watching it for fun. And then on this side, we have Petra looking over all of the other 101 Dalmatians as well, all of their children. So super cool, super laid back. I like that black and white background, that Dalmatian ensemble as you walk up to get onto the elevator as well. This TV is super cool, man. It really is eye-catching for sure. Not to mention the opportunity for a quality Disney World photo. As you can see, the opportunities over here are endless for sure. Taking a picture with the TV with the Dalmatian in the background, certainly have to love that. Most certainly nothing but smiles all around here for sure. Next up, we have the Mighty Ducks swimming pool. The Mighty Ducks was a movie that came out in the 90s. It was an absolute staple, a cult classic. I'm very happy that Disney decided to style this swimming pool in the style of a hockey rink almost. So super cool, man. You have your goalie net here. It's almost like you're guarding people from getting into the pool. You have the score box there. That's super cool. It has a time, a penalty box, and scores on there. It'll tell you what period it is. I love these huge Mighty Duck masks that they got going on here. It's kind of in the shape of the logo of the movie. It's just so cool, man. It's definitely very great eye catchers for kids. You know, if your kids was all kind of nervous about staying at a Disney resort, the movie resort definitely should put their mind at ease. We have huge hockey sticks there. A little bit of construction going on here, as you can see. No, I guess the magic can never be absolutely perfect, but still, nevertheless, the pool was something super cool to see. Then we have Goofy in the goalie's box and all his hockey pads and whatnot. Super cool to see right here, man. You gotta appreciate that for sure. Whenever you get to see one of the Fab Five in a specialized outfit, it always puts a smile on the face for sure. Another angle from the hockey net here. This is the stairwell for the Mighty Ducks section that you climb up to get to one of the resort rooms. Then, now let's go to get a look at the Fantasia Gardens section in the pool. Very nice, man. That's super cool. So it should be to no secret to anyone here that this section of the All-Star Movies is a direct replication of The Sorcerer's Apprentice from Mickey Mouse from Fantasia. So we have these huge broomsticks on the rooms here. We have the Fantasia book as a staircase. That's super cool. Then we have a Sorcerer Mickey here in the background with the red silhouette of him manipulating the water to perform his magical tricks. And just another full angle of the full Fantasia pool here. This was the bulk share that where we spent the majority of our time here on the resort, as Faith does love to swim. So this was a really cool atmosphere to really, get our feet wet or get our bodies wet to just really just have a good time. It was always super chill too. Never too crazy. It was never way too crowded. It was always just a real chill atmosphere. We have another checkers board here, this time white and black with the Mickey Mouse silhouette on each of the checkers pieces, and then just the Sorcerer Mickey in the background there. And then with some more Connect 4. And then we have a sorcerer's hat, the kind of where you can lead into the elevator in this section of the resort. Something that I noticed is that it's missing the white spaces from the crescent moon and the star. I found that really cool. And then you see all the ballerinas and the toy soldiers and the Jack in the Box there. It's almost like they're acting as guardians for the rooms. Super cool. There's another angle of the sorcerer's hat here. That star, that space that you see in there. I don't know. I've never seen the hat like this before. It's just super cool, man. There's some more close-ups of the guardians here, the toy soldiers and the ballerinas. Just cool, man. Just ultimately just a super chill, super cool Disney resort atmosphere that you come to love and respect for sure. Got some Daisy and Donald action here, just off in a little, peaceful section, off in the cut, honestly, away from the pool and away from the hustle and bustle of the elevator and the staircase of the rooms. Always like getting a showcase of the Fab Five in their other outfits from cameo appearances in some of these movies. It's super cool, man. You gotta appreciate the little nod, the little Disney atmosphere what it provides. Yeah, got the little Fantasia well here. This is actually a fireplace. The top can be lifted up and you can smell the wood burning. I'm assuming from time to time special events are held here to maybe tell a campfire story, maybe something about Mickey Mouse of some sort. Super cool. Then we have a close-up of the Jack in the Box there. I'm really appreciating that. I like that cocky smile. Then we have some construction going on here. It looks like a little water performance, something based off of Fantasia or what was going on here, but it's just under refurbishment right now. Then we have a washer and dryer section. If you need to do laundry for an extended stay, then that is there for your leisure. We also have a drink station here right next to the Fantasia pool. That's always a nice commodity, just a bar and service and grill. And then we have this huge silver star right kind of next to the food court with it as well. Then we have a movie section here. As you can see, the top and bottom kind of looks like a movie reel. You go in here, that is a screen there that they show different movies on certain nights from time to time. So you see Lilo and Stitch, Inside Out, Monsters Inc. And then some of the other nights are free for other activities. Want to find a look at this Fantasia 2000 book before we move on to the next section. It's just so cool, man. This is just the stereo leading up to the rooms of the section. Then we have Herbie, the love bug, his section. Honestly, this is my favorite section out of the main corridors of the entire resort. I love the walk up leading onto the winner's circle that holds Herbie himself. I can definitely appreciate the nice cut clean grass with the tires molded into the lawn here that kind of gives it that winner's circle feel. I don't know, just really, I've never even been a huge racing car guy, but I don't know, this section really just does speak to me. It really does. I like the tools and the Herbie car launched into the section here, the love bug that leads up to the hotel here, the number 53, the shining white, that red and blue is just very iconic. Then the Herbie car model itself. What's cool about this one is this is the actual Herbie model that was used in the Magic Kingdom parades from 1978 to 1990. That's super cool. That was kind of the heyday of the Herbie movie. It was absolutely a cult classic for Disney. So gotta appreciate them putting an emphasis onto the older movies so that a new generation of kids and just even adults themselves can maybe head back to Disney Plus and experience some of these older movies. It really is cool, man. You gotta appreciate Disney for that. There's some director's cut boxes that we have going on here. Bananas Daisy 6, that's pretty cool. We have another one here, the Monte Carlo Donald Camera 7. You really appreciate this for sure. I was really interested or these really sparked my creation standpoint for sure. Then we have the Rides Again Mini 7. Really cool. You see how I kind of turned the camera so to give you a better angle of them. Hopefully you can appreciate that. And here's the Herbie's circle from the back as well. So like I said, this one was my favorite for sure. I had a really fun time filming this section of the resort. I wouldn't mind staying here next time we come here. Just a big crane. That's kind of the crazy thing about this resort. These big cranes work kind of everywhere, but they're friendly though. As long as you don't mess with them, obviously. A little movie night action here to cap off our adventure at the Disney All-Star Movie Resort. Like I said, it's all kind of activities going on a nightly basis, whether it's a movie night or sometimes they even had some silent disco action going on here as well, where you can get some headphones at the Fantasia pool and then just listen to music and have a good time, man. So that's really about it for our adventure at the Disney All-Star Movie Resort. Do I recommend this resort? Yeah, man. It was a great time. Like I said, we stayed here for about a week time. For the rates that we paid, it was about $120 a night or so. So probably about $500-600 in total for our stay for a week at Disney World. So it was absolutely worth that price. It definitely wasn't anything crazy for sure, especially compared to some of the deluxe resort prices that you see from time time to time. We did not even use any of our Disney Vacation Club points to utilize for this stay. This wasn't really a need to. So, I mean, I definitely recommend this resort, definitely just for the leisure. I mean, we rented a car, but obviously you have access to all of the Disney transportation as well, like the buses and the Skyliners and the boats, and so on and so forth. If I had to say any nitpicks, well, I can't even really call them nitpicks. I mean, just facts, honestly. I didn't notice a gym at the All-Star Movies Resort, so anybody that was trying to get a lift or a pump in, you're definitely not going to get that here. I mean, you can still go get some cardio action in around the resort. I mean, that's a fun, 3 or 4 or 5 mile run, just running around the resort. Can't beat that. So, it is what it is, though. Also, definitely no signature restaurants either. What you see at the food court was really your only options, which that's okay too. You're definitely not staying there for the signature food experiences for sure, but that doesn't necessarily say that they don't have good food, which they do. So keep that in mind as well. But if you're looking for a more signature food experience, you're gonna have to travel outside of the All-Star Movies Resort and head to other areas of Walt Disney World, like the Cake Bake Shop. We've eaten here before, but we enjoyed it so much that we decided that we needed a redo. We came here to get the best cake, honestly, that I think I've ever had outside of my own grandmother's kitchen, that at least that comes made on a mass scale from a specific bakery. This cake is good, at least specifically the carrot cake. I mean, that is my favorite cake. I mean, I've mentioned it before that as I was growing up, my grandmother made this spectacular carrot cake. She had a spectacular carrot cake recipe, and the Cake Bake Shop's version of the carrot cake is the only carrot cake that I have ever had that really replicates her old school style of baking. I mean, it really shocks me every time I put a bite of it in my mouth. It's, but they do have other options here. They got the brookies and the brownies and the cake pops and the chocolate cake, vanilla bean cake, strawberry cake, caramelized cake, ice cream cake. You got specific dessert wines, pies, statues, and other kind of souvenirs and whatnot. Castles. It looks like gumballs, candies. It's just like just one of those candy wonderland shops that you bring your kids into. Even though this is definitely a more stylized version of it. Don't come in here thinking that you're gonna not spend an arm and a leg. This stuff is not cheap. That's for sure. The cakes usually run you about $25 per slice. I think the brownies are like $20 per slice, and I think that those little, gumball drop size little mini cakes are about $10 to $15 per portion. So, but you got spatulas here, got little wallets, stuffed animals, stuffed dolls. Looks like nail polish there, pins. Cups, mugs, that has the Cake Bake logo shop on there. Look at that. That's $56 for that mug there. As you can see, like I said, nothing in here is cheap. So just keep that in mind, man. But the experience is still worth it, though. I mean, what bakery shop do you know else that sells jewelry, for God's sakes? So kind of gives you an idea of what you're walking into here. Like I said, Disney has definitely laid it on thick with the stuffed animals and just the souvenirs. Looks like you get wine glasses there. Then, as you can see, all the patrons have to wear like specific outfits. And that castle necklace there, that's pretty cool, pretty nifty, man. Pretty beautiful, actually. See, I told you I wasn't kidding about those pens, man. You can get yourself a Cake Bake pen. You can take it to the office, sign your John Hancock on important documents with your Cake Bake pen. Can't beat that. Then they have these pink and white, glass castles here that you can purchase as well if you wanted to partake in that. Yeah, man, porcelain cake stands only $126.99. You got that right. Go ahead, big ballin'. Okay, so how about a little cake bake unboxing here for y'all? We got the little special bags that they do offer if you purchase a cake from the restaurant. This is what you're seeing here. This comes in these little special idolized boxes for each individual slice. So, of course, like I said, I got the carrot cake. Again, this is only my second time eating this slice. Faith got a cookies and cream style cake with whipped white icing with cookies and cream kind of baked infusion into the middle here. I tasted this one myself. It was okay, not my favorite. The icing wasn't sweet enough for me. It had a more whipped feel to it. The cake part was good though, moist but delicious, but it definitely did not hold a candle in my opinion to the carrot cake here, those thick gobs of cream cheese icing, the moist, buttery tastefulness of the cake portion itself. The flour portion on top there is not edible. So keep that in mind. But the rest of the cake is. Now, like I said, these are $25 a piece. This is not cheap, people. This is not a cheap piece of cake. This cake, this is borderline cost more than my wedding cake, you know? So, but even with that, though, it's still worth it, though. Just not only just for the experience of the cake bake shop itself, but just getting that taste of that specific carrot cake that reminds me of my grandmother. So it's a little bit sentimental for me, if I'm being completely honest. So, I mean, if you have, you know, some sentimental value with family or whatnot, if they made something that this shop has represented or replicated that tastes similar, then, you know, go for what you know. But, you know, I definitely think it's worth giving a try, you know, at least once, but I wouldn't pay $25 over and over and over again just for cake. I think we're going to do lunch in downtown Disney at Maria and Enzo's. Pretty excited about it too. It's good, man. We've had it once before, so figured it's time to give it a try again. It usually focuses on Italian cuisine, so let's get in here, let's give it a whirl. You really got to appreciate the interior of this restaurant. It definitely gives off a unique dining experience. Definitely like a romantic vibe for sure. Getting that Parmesan cheese sprinkle on that Bolognese pasta. So freaking good, man. They've got her some spaghetti. Every morsel of this was absolutely delicious. It's like I said, it's the second time we've had it. So good, man. So freaking good. There was not a shredding of it left by the time we got done eating. Look at it. So good, dude. Delicious. Highly recommended. Very, very good. And that, my friends, should wrap us up for our stay at the All-Star Movies Resort Tour. Hopefully you enjoyed the full journey with me. If you're still here with me, thank you for watching the full video. This took a few days to film and edit, but honestly, can't even call this work because I had such a fun time doing it. So if you appreciated the effort, you know what to do. Please hit that like button. I'd really appreciate that. Also, if you'd be so inclined to maybe hit that hype button as well, that pushes it further out into the algorithm so that more people can see the video. If you enjoy Walt Disney World, if you enjoyed the Disney parks in general, you know you are in the right place. I have been frequenting these parks with my wife for the last 15 years. I have no plans on stopping anytime soon. I have always been an avid Walt Disney World fan since I was a little boy. So if you want to see more content just like this, you know what to do. Get subscribed. You can follow me at youtube.com/marjack79. I am also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, my friends, thank you guys for the years of support. Truly. And as always, I will see y'all on the next one, and I will catch y'all later. Bye.